You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
And there should have been several more questions about Black America and the Black experience. And I blame the CBC Institute. They should have been in there arguing or negotiating those questions versus letting CBS, I guess, kind of dictate what the tone and tenor and substance of the debate questions would be.
I agree with Scott.
Well, one second. No, I'm going to tell you who I blame. I blame the 8 black broadcast and cable networks that did not have the common sense to come together and say, why can't we produce a debate for Black America and simulcast it?
Yeah,
now, here's what's interesting. On Saturday night, Viacom CBS simulcast the NAACP Image Awards. It was on BET. It was on 8 other networks, including Pop, including Logo, including Country Music Television, and several others. Now, you explain to me why TV One, why BET Her, TV One's Clio TV, Aspire, Revolt, OWN, and Bounce couldn't sit down and say, okay, if each one of us puts in $50,000, we can actually produce the debate and actually simulcast it. And you know what? If one of the larger networks wants to simulcast it as well, that's great. But we choose the moderators, we choose the questions, and we control it. This is a failure of black media, a failure of these individuals who, and here's the whole deal. It's not going to kill their damn ratings to have a single debate one time every damn 4 years. And so I say, forget all these damn award shows, but this is at some point where black media needs to have some guts and be called out, because here we are. Now, here's what we're actually doing. We are literally sitting here saying, oh my goodness, why didn't basically a mainstream network, white, why didn't they do this, in a so-called black debate? There's no reason in the world we should be asking somebody else to tell our story and control the narrative.
Right.
That's who I also call out. Final comment.
But have you?
But look, I want to put 3 quick points in here, Roland, because I think you make an excellent point. First of all, let us.
Okay, hold on. You ain't got time. You ain't got time for 3 points.
Okay.
You ain't got time for 3 points.
Quick.
And this is the 2.
Quick. The sickness with our media outlets is the same sickness with our fraternities and sororities. It's the same sickness with our churches. The fear of being political, especially because of where their financing comes from. Number 2, I want to make the point that we are bad to each other. Let's be honest about it. The questions that Kamala Harris got for being a cop, for being a prosecutor, right, doing her job, and the kind of hate she got from within her own community, and then turn around those same people giving Mike Bloomberg a total pass on that, it's mind-blowing. That's something that we should consider. And one thing I do want to do.
But Roland said you couldn't make 3 points.
Well,
now, I got something to say.
And I'm gonna give a shout out to. I gotta give a shout out to Elizabeth Warren, because with that time that she did have, she actually tried to insert African American issues in her answers. She actually offensively and aggressively did that.
She did. But Roland, I got one quick point. That is this. You're talking about after the fact. As vocal as you've been on this issue, I hope you said something about these networks and what it should be before the debate, not after the debate. Not just after the debate.
Scott, you obviously ain't watched this show.
I'm a member of the fan club.
Half a dozen times about time. But I've done this, and you only remember the fan club for 1 week. Let me remind you. So I've done this very commentary half a dozen times in the last 6 months.
But did you have direct conversations with those networks? Did you have direct? I'm not talking about your broadcast. Direct conversations with those networks about these issues. I think you could do that better.
Those networks won't even, a single network won't even have a conversation.
Too, isn't it? I mean, it's up
that
to
is
CBC.
That is CBC's job too.
Their gig.
Right, I said that.
You know, they have to step up. I mean, if they have to step up. If it's a failure of imagination, it's a failure of their imagination as well. Black broadcasting will be led. Black broadcasting will succumb to pressure. Black broadcasting will listen to the CBC if you get those heads in a room. They are not going to come up with by themselves, obviously, because news apparently does not sell to Black American video watchers. But if the CBC puts pressure on them, I think it can happen.
Yeah, but they have to stand up. Roland has tons of stories of when he was with CNN or when they did this co-thing in 2016, a co-debate, and he was part of the one of the questioners or something like. He can tell you stories. You have to stand up.
It wasn't debate. It was a town hall.
Okay, town hall. You have to stand up. You have to have someone like Roland Martin there, or some of our strong journalists, whoever they may be, to stand up and tell the network, we're not doing that. We're going to go do this, or we're going to ask these questions. And when they push back, just do it. Just go do it.
But the problem is, who is that person, right? Yeah. I mean, if you go to all these networks, we are marginalized. We are not in the C-suites. We're not in the editorial decision-making process. Yeah. We're reporters. We're editors occasionally. Maybe even now and again we might have a manager. We do not have people at that level that can command that kind of a presence to make that request. Therefore, the CBC,
get the response.
And get the response.
Right.
Therefore, the CBC has the clout to go up in there.
And Joseph, you're absolutely right, because I can tell you right now, look, when we did that town hall with CNN, they were going to run the hell over us if it wasn't for me. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, they relegated us. They were going to have me off to the side. Brad Siegel was the president. When he came to me and said we were doing this debate, this town hall with CNN, I said, Brad, they gonna screw us. I said, when that debate opens, I better be center stage, whoever's on CNN side. Oh, no, we'll be fine. I said, yo, we gonna get screwed. We went through rehearsals. They were gonna have me off the side. I told them, hell no. When that debate opens, it's gonna be Jake Tapper and me center stage, or we gonna have a problem. And they had to go fix that. During the actual town hall, they had Jake tossing to break, coming back from break. I was texting them live during the show saying this is some bullshit. I know how to actually toss as well, and so it looks like he was controlling the debate. Brad Siegel and Jeff Zucker were in the truck like, well, Jake gonna do this, Roland gonna do this. And then when we were doing the rehearsals, I'm telling you, this actually happened. At the end, they said, okay, well, at the end of the debate, Jake is going to introduce some documentary they were doing. I said, well, hell, since y'all going to do that, I'm going to mention that I'm broadcasting live from the Ohio State Student Union. They said, oh, we don't do that. We don't promote other networks.
You don't do what?
I said, well, let me tell you something. My audience, now listen, I'm telling you. I said, my audience don't give a damn about y'all documentary. I said, let me tell you what y'all going to do. Y'all going to figure this shit out. I said, so y'all going to get together and y'all going to figure out. But I'm telling you what's going to happen. He going to introduce that documentary, and I'm going to say I'm broadcasting. And trust me, the CNN people were pissed off than me. But the deal is, I told them, this is how this is going down. Y'all ain't disrespecting a black network, and y'all figure, well, since we CNN, you know, and the problem is, you know, they even screwed us in their on-air promotion. In the press release, they told us, we could not, we were going to put in a TV1 press release, we said we're going to ask black issues. They said, take it out of the press release. We said, hell no, we ain't taking it out. So the only reason all that went down is because the intentional fortitude said, hell no, I'm taking a stand. And I told them it's going to be a problem.
Right.
If when that debate opened, I'm not standing center stage. And the deal is, for everybody watching, that wasn't about my ego. That was about fighting for black presence and black media. And guess what? If the network execs at TV1 wasn't going to back me up, I ain't give a damn. I was going to do it anyway. But to Joseph's point, you ain't got a whole bunch of folks, even in black media, who roll the way I roll. And that's the difference.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, folks, are you looking to enhance your leadership or that of your team in 2020? Well, you should join Dr. Jackie Hood Martin for her newest online course and mastermind group, How Successful People Think. She'll be your guide as you learn timeless leadership principles to apply to daily living. The offer expires on February 28th. That's this week. So register for or start the online course today. Go to www.livetolead.com/Leesburg. Live, L-I-V-E, the number 2, LEAD.com/Leesburg. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video. You want to check out Roland Martin Unfiltered? YouTube.com/Roland S. Martin. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. See that name right there? Roland Martin Unfiltered. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so when we go live, you'll know it.